When heroes get arrested by dumb cops. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this immediately. This is a suggestion via a channel member.
Firefighter in the back of a police cruiser. How'd he end up in handcuffs? He says he was just doing his job.
All right, let's go. A nurse.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Usually, heroes get rewarded for what they do. But sadly, these heroes get arrested by the police instead. And the reasons why are insane. Here are some instances where heroes ended up in jail. Starting with this hero who tried to save the victim of a fatal shooting.
Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat.
On October 9th, 2020, Joseph Garces, a retired firefighter, was driving his Jeep in Santa Paula, California, when he spotted a shooting victim named Samir Salgado lying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw him.
I don't believe it.
I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
I'm not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garces, you gotta relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem. Yeah.
As I said, we appreciate your being involved, okay? We're just running.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
And that's your vehicle?
Yeah, I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, has he been shot? She said, yeah, as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I think the issue is that you just like mess with the crime scene. And I don't think they care personally. They care that you mess with the crime scene more so than you may have thought you were a good Samaritan trying to help someone. I think in this instance, that's the only thing that they're seeing right now.
Did you see anybody running, anybody leaving the area, anything?
Nothing.
Garces gave his witness testimony to the officer, which was a polite and respectful interaction. However, things took a turn for the worse when Detective Rivera from the Santa Paula Police arrived and began to adopt a condescending attitude.
The hotheads.
Get this guy out of here. Sir.
He's a witness.
What the?
Relax, okay?
Hey,
We appreciate it.
Huh?
So I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him, so step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
Over here.
You. I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene. Get out of my crime scene.
What are you going to do to me?
Get out of my crime scene. I'm going to make you next time. Get out of my crime scene.
Come with me, Mr. Garces. Mr. Garces.
That's my...
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
No wonder
I would love to see that guy's record.
people don't give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And I worked with you for 27 years.
Oh,
I need
my.
my car back then. Hey, thank you for
Everybody's
teaching me
clear to
not to be helpful, you fat piece.
You have to step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. I don't know who you're.
Oh yeah, so now you're gonna come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him.
I need you to back up. Come here.
No,
I got it. Come here. You need to take it down a notch.
You can take
Take it down a notch.
Wow.
not controlling themselves
Down.
into you.
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, go be a
You
hypocrite.
just put your hands on him, though, bro.
Let you go. You
Okay,
want to talk
did
like
you
a
start
dog?
talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do you
do my
see
job?
what you're
Oh
doing
my
wrong?
You
God,
gotta do this
guys.
job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to
It's
go
so
for 148 if you have a badge?
It's so
Do you have a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I do.
retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to
Oh,
do
my.
his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep saying, but you
Where
won't
at in your
listen.
Jeep? Where at in your Jeep?
Hey, you will see it when you
Do
look
you
at the
want
front
your
of the
car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking anymore.
Bro, this guy, yeah, don't even talk to him anymore, bro.
Sink him in this car right here. 64. What's your first name? Joe.
And I hope you won that lawsuit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That is uncalled for.
Joe.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Garces was detained in the back of the police car for nearly 15 minutes before the detective finally released him. As a result of this incident, Garces got a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, injuries that needed surgical intervention to fix. Afterwards, Garces took legal action against Detective Rivera and the city of Santa Paula, of which they ended up reaching a settlement out of court. Even though Garces got monetary compensation, he would be hesitant to help someone again in the future.
Oh yeah, he won't.
However, things turned out.
Yeah, like I mean, if I was in that situation, I help someone, and then this happens to me right after. This hothead walks onto the scene, guys. Oh yeah, 100%. Like there is no chance that I'm going to ever help anyone again. And I think that's just a reality. What that guy did was stopped someone who actually had the wherewithal to actually help someone that he saw needed help. Look at what you did. Hopefully you lost your job.
Even worse for the next hero who would end up regretting his brave actions forever.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
On June 27th, 2023, Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman, were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to...
Guys, like I just don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on here, guys. Like I was in a scenario kind of similar to this at one time. Someone came to my my house and attacked me. Of course, I have my weapon. And someone came to my house and tried to attack me with my son in my hand at the time. And I ended up getting arrested that day. That day, I got arrested. All the charges were dropped, obviously, but I ended up getting arrested, and that person didn't because I'm the one with the weapon. And I'm just like, so what you're telling me is that under no circumstance am I allowed to protect myself and my kid from this person that is attempting to attack me with my son in my hand. That's what you're saying. I mean, like you make it kind of hard. Sometimes things can get a little hard, right? To want to do the right thing, but guys, let's go. What is that? Hold on.
When a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun, Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to...
What is going on here?
Threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. I disarmed him.
Drunk with a firearm.
Who has the gun? I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there, and I want you to put that gun on the ground, okay? Do not have it in your hand when they pull up.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Okay, tell them the gun's here and point to the ground, but keep your hands to where they can see them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Where did that come from? It came from him bleeding from the head. The guy bleeding from the head? Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Okay, do you think people ever lie to the police? Is it possible?
I could have got shot today.
Yep, me too. That's my job.
I was in the military for 6 years. I think I know.
Congratulations,
I was
sir.
in Afghanistan. I know exactly what man did.
Yeah, that congratulations says I don't care.
If I'm not armed, you want to test me or frisk me or whatever?
You're fine. Just don't move, and there's not an issue with that. Don't go reaching in your pocket, man. You just
Get away and get thrown on the ground. Don't be stupid.
I understand completely. You're not exactly being cooperative either.
I'm putting him in my car.
Sure.
You pointed out the fact that he was being unnecessarily aggressive, and then what does he do?
Wrong?
I don't know what's
That's
wrong. We're
crazy.
trying to detain you to figure out what's going on.
That's a wild one, guys. You guys are making
Did I do something wrong? No.
Pops look terrible.
You guys wouldn't even be out here if I didn't call you.
Look at it this way, man. Anytime we show up on a call, we have to do what we can for safety reasons until we can safely ask everybody questions. We got one guy with a gun, one guy bleeding, so we detain, and we wait till everything calms down, then we start asking questions and kind of figure out what happens in the scenario, just so you know why you're sitting back here.
No, I have no idea why I'm sitting back here. It doesn't explain anything.
Nope, it does not.
Matt, step on now.
Yes, sir.
I had it under control, I feel like.
You had what under control?
The whole situation. I had him on the ground, had him taken care of inside the ambulance. I had it disarmed. And what else did you guys do?
All I'm told is that you're the last one to have the gun. You started touching your pockets and everything. I asked you not to, and you're like, hey, I'm the hero, or whatever you were saying.
Okay, sorry.
So-
I see you.
No, sorry, he's a hero.
Matt got arrested
The aggressive guy who walked up to you.
and was later charged with felony possession of a firearm. Later, both the police chief and Matt spoke to the media and explained what happened that day and the unjust reasons behind his wrongful arrest.
In your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that comment.
Okay.
I think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed, where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
I asked over and over and over again, what am I being arrested for? And Officer O'Brien said, he has rights too.
The gunman has rights.
The gunman has rights too. He was restrained and you hit him while he was restrained, and that's why you're going to jail. And I was like, he's never been restrained. He's not restrained.
How long were you in jail?
About 35 hours.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You
Georgia,
go to jail.
what's going on, Georgia?
He isn't arrested till the next month.
No, and he's giving his gun back. They're going to see this when they run my plate, that I've been arrested before.
For a gun-related charge.
For a gun-related charge, right. And they're going to think in their head, oh, this guy just had a good lawyer. He got off it.
The district attorney dropped all charges against Matt Solon.
Of course he did.
Saying he acted in self-defense.
Now sue.
However, by then, the damage had already been done. If you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe.
Oh my God, this is rage
In this
bait,
case,
guys.
the officers' actions messed up Matt's record forever. But what they did is nothing compared to what the next officers did. On February 4th, 2014, something unbelievable happened. A CHP highway patrol officer arrested Chula Vista firefighter Jacob Gregoire. The Chula Vista firefighters were providing medical aid to victims of a rollover car accident while using their fire trucks to block the road to keep everyone safe when an officer told them to move their trucks, warning them if they didn't, they'd get arrested.
How does that
Jacob
even
chose
work?
to stay, insisting he had a responsibility to the victim and couldn't just leave them.
Okay, I don't have time for a cell phone. This is ridiculous. CHP is arresting Engineer Gregoire for where he spotted the fire engine.
It's unbelievable. You have to do this. It's unbelievable. You guys have to treat us like this. We're on the road trying to help you. We asked you to clear the road and you said no, and you'll get arrested instead of moving it. We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial.
Yes.
Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first. But in the next case, another...
Okay, but what happened? Like, all of these people that we're encountering should absolutely be suing. Like I am normally not someone who just like, or maybe you guys just don't send me videos like this, right? Because whoever is right in the scenario is the person I will back 100%. I care about what's right. I don't care about any type of alliance to any type of organization. I don't care about that at all. It doesn't matter to me. I care about who's right. And in every single event here, the citizen was correct. Every single one. But, okay.
Hero faced serious consequences for doing a
This is
similar
bad
act
look,
of bravery.
guys. It's a bad look.
No, we're done, sir. Hey, we're done, sir. I had administrative.
On July 26, 2017, police officers from the Salt Lake City Police Department went to the University of Utah Hospital to take a blood sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car chase collided with his vehicle, causing it to explode. This resulted in several injuries and burns, leaving the victim in a coma. When the officers got there, the nurse in charge, Alex Wubbles, stopped them from taking a blood sample, and the ensuing interaction quickly descended into chaos.
So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. And Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest.
Oh, no.
So
oh, no.
I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do.
You're hurting his feelings. She's going to arrest you.
That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood.
Nothing.
Am I fair to surmise that?
The nurse stopped the officers from getting a blood sample from the unconscious patient, citing it was against hospital policy and legal regulations. It was unsurprising that the officers failed to meet the necessary requirements. Their motive for seeking the blood sample was questionable. They sought to determine if the victim had consumed any drugs or alcohol, potentially to justify the car crash, as police regulations strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives, a protocol the officers seem to have neglected.
Oh, they're trying to basically hide it. Like, this is the reason why we had to do this, because you know, he was drunk. That's the reason why we had to, you know, cause more havoc on the roads.
Resulting in the crash.
I don't know.
My pride.
I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing me. Why are you blaming the passenger?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. You're making a huge mistake because you're threatening to reverse that.
Frustrated about not having his way, the officer did something really shocking.
Oh, please.
No, we're done.
No,
we're done. You're arrested.
Hey.
We're done.
Sir, I had administrative timing. Seriously. Payne.
Then walk.
Detective Jeff Payne, who was later identified as the officer in question, forcefully grabbed the nurse, slamming her against the wall and handcuffing her simply because she chose to follow the law and protect her patient's rights. Soon after, Detective Payne's boss, Lieutenant James Tracy, came to the scene and began to pressure and manipulate the nurse into complying with their demands to give them the blood sample.
The problem is this, okay? You're telling me what your policy is.
The whole department needs to go, guys.
No, I know.
No, I'm not trying to do anything.
All
I'm
of
being
it.
told what to do and what I've been told.
And what I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now,
Okay.
I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we
Bro, just take me to jail so I can sue you. Hurry up.
could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are civil, if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just
listen to him.
Let me guess. Internal affairs?
If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right? So there's civil remedies if we make a mistake. What I'm telling you
Guys, this is disgusting.
Okay, I've done this for 22 plus years. I
Okay.
know what the law is.
Okay.
Procedure, all right? And what you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer.
Notice the words, because your bosses are telling you to. So why don't you talk to the bosses? Like, why is she even in the car? But just take her to jail so she can sue you, bro. Hurry up.
He was called out to do a job.
Chop, chop.
To do his job. That's obstructing the job. Okay?
These two officers clearly have serious ego issues.
Oh, yeah.
The nurse was eventually released and later agreed to a $500,000 settlement with Salt Lake City and the University of Utah over the incident. Detective Jeff Payne was subsequently terminated from his position, and Lieutenant Tracy was demoted 2 ranks below to the role of a patrol officer after internal investigations conducted by the Salt Lake Police Department.
Guys, whoa, this was a good one here. Yeah, you guys don't send me these things. You guys always send me the ones where it's blatantly obvious who should be being arrested, guys. But these here, all of the cops should have been arrested. All right, so this is definitely an intriguing thing. These guys make the rest of police look terrible, bro. Like, none of you guys should have your job. I'm telling you. Like, none of you should have it. Like, demotion, bro, fired permanently. Right? Not completely barred and banned from ever becoming a police officer again in any state. Not like, oh, I got demoted, I got fired, but I'm gonna go ahead and move one town over type of thing. No. Right? Absolutely not. And strip them of their qualified immunity. Specifically these officers. Say, listen, you can be a cop if you want, but this is what's gonna happen now. All right? This is what's gonna happen now. Be fully aware. You have no more protections. But either way, listen, guys. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. MrLboyd Music, MrLboyd Movie Reacts, along with MrLboyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.